Good morning, evening, afternoon, Austin Peay family, Austin Peay Sports Network community. I am Dillon Walton here with APSN, APSU-TV, and today we can't get any bigger than this guest here today. I mean, he's the #1 man on campus. We have President Lacari in our studios of Austin Peay. President Lacari, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for the invite. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Having a good day so far?
Absolutely. I was having a good day. It's a great time to be a Gov.
It's a fantastic time to be a Gov. And, everything's popping right now. Basketball is doing well. The football team is alive and it's starting to, spring football is around the corner. Baseball and softball is underway. So I'm excited to finally sit down with you. The snow kind of messed everything up. But
that was a crazy week, but I'm glad we're here now.
Yeah, it's time. It's time.
Yes.
So I want to start off like this. Before you came to Austin Peay, you were at a number of institutes. You held a number of variety of different positions: vice president, provost, department chair, college dean, grad dean, something like that. Yep. So just talk about your previous institutes and what led you to choose Austin Peay.
Yeah, so my previous institution was Indiana State, up in Terre Haute, straight up 41 actually, and that university is a lot like Austin Peay in terms of the students that it serves, the mission that it has, and so that's something that really resonates with me, has always resonated with me throughout my career. I want to always make sure I'm at a university where we're really moving the needle for students, that we're making a difference in their lives, and we're having as big of an impact as we can. And so when I saw this opportunity open up, I asked my wife, and it's like, hey, this is a really cool place. Can we go check it out? And she's like, yeah, go, throw your hat in the ring and see what happens. And, blessed to be here. Kirsten and I are thrilled. We're coming up on 5 years here now. March 1st will be our 5th year anniversary here. It's gone really quickly. We're having a really good time. I hope we're making a difference in the lives of students. I think we are, because that's really what is motivating everything that we do here.
You mentioned that 5-year anniversary. That leads me to the next question. Like you said, March 2026 is around the corner. It'll mark the 5-year anniversary since you've been here. What are some things that you are most proud of in your first 5 years here? And then the second part is, what do you plan to do in the next 5?
Yeah, so I'm proud of a lot, and really what I'm most proud of is the dedicated work of everybody that's here. A president gets a lot of credit for things that are going well at an institution, and that's a lot of that's unfair. I mean, my job is really mainly to make sure that faculty and the staff and the other administrators have what they need to do their jobs well. We cut the ribbon on the health profession building last fall. That was phenomenal. That was a lot of investment from the state of Tennessee, a lot of investment from the Community Health Foundation, and that's a huge resource for our academic enterprise in the health areas. The other things that I'm really proud of, though, is my team. They work really hard. They're great people, and they've got great people that work with them. I'm really proud of our students. More and more of them are getting across that graduation stage. They're launching their careers. I'm really proud of what they're able to do when they're here, and I'm even more proud when they graduate. I love graduation day. That's probably my most favorite day of the year. We've got ones in May, August, and December, and those are just phenomenal days. I love hearing the cheers and thrilled parents in the stands, and shaking the hands of every one of those students that are coming across the stage. It's humbling just to see what we're able to do for them.
It's a beautiful experience. You have a lot of accolades underneath your belt. The enrollment, highest enrollment. I want to say that was earlier this year or last year.
Yeah, this year. The start of this academic year. Yeah, we hit record enrollment this year, and that's testament to a couple of things: the hustle of our enrollment management team, the great experience that our faculty provide our students in the classroom and outside the classroom. The vibe on campus is fun. So there's a lot of reasons why students are finding us. The other thing, too, is we're a great value. We're affordable. And so our students are graduating without the debt load that I think that a lot of students around the country are having.
And we get a lot of free T-shirts.
That's right.
And we get a lot of free T-shirts.
Got to have swag.
Yeah, got to have swag.
Yeah.
I started My freshman year was 2019. Graduating my master's soon, so I have just about 6 or 7.
All right.
No pun intended,
Yeah.
but about years of worth of Austin Peay gear. So
Okay.
it's a phenomenal campus. I love it here. But let's take a turn to the sports things. Part of Austin Peay Sports Network. That's what we are a part of. And I'm going to take a quick turn, not talk about any of the major sports.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about club hockey.
Club hockey.
I
love our hockey team, man.
That's where I want to start off. Not only are you in attendance for club hockey, you bring the energy.
Well, it's my favorite sport. I mean, don't tell Coach Ferris or Gip or anybody, right? But and I grew up in Minnesota, and so as the first sport I ever played, and I've loved it my whole life. And so when the arena opened up with that sheet of ice that's available year round, I was like, man, we have to have a hockey team. We just do. So very happy to bring that here. Help from the Predators got us up and running initially, and man, that team is fun to watch. It's fun to see the fans engage in it too. I think we sell out pretty much every game. That's so we've got a great atmosphere for them. And when you see me at hockey or frankly any of our other sports, I'm more of a fan than the president there, man. And if I need to bang on the glass to celebrate a goal or get the ref's attention, I will do that.
Yeah, no, I've heard you at some of the women's games, but that's what you want to have a president. You want them to care. You want them to be involved, especially in athletics. But do you think the club hockey could eventually be an official sport here at Austin Peay?
Well, that would be a long way off. Hockey is really surprisingly expensive. And that's the challenge. And so I think right now the goal is to be the best club hockey team that we can be. And then eventually, if it evolves into something else, great. But the immediate goal right now is to make sure that our guys are playing at a high level in the space that they're at.
Yep. And I think they've started to develop. It's only year 2, so a lot of work to put in.
Yep.
But I think they've done good so far because the crowd shows up.
It's fun to watch it, man.
It is exciting. We broadcasted there. Our entire broadcast crew, the people in this room, people outside the room. So we see you all the time. We love that you interact with us on social media too.
And you guys do a great job there. I'll just give you all a shout out because that's a hard sport to broadcast.
It is.
And so you guys are keeping up with it, and I'm pretty impressed with what you're doing.
We appreciate it. But like you said, new sports. Women lacrosse. Inaugural game was just a few weeks ago now. Yep. How does it feel to be a part of that? And what was the process of bringing lacrosse not only to the South, but to the state of Tennessee? Yeah,
that's pretty cool. We're really proud of that because we're the only public university in the state with a Division I scholarship lacrosse program, a women's lacrosse program. And so we're unique in that aspect. And so it took a lot. We took a bold move. Gerald Harrison, when he was the AD here, and I sat down and we were going through some opportunities that we maybe had to expand women's opportunities in athletics here. And we went for lacrosse for a couple of reasons. One is we could be, unique in that aspect. But two, it's a really fast-growing sport. It's one of, if not the fastest-growing sport on the East and the Southeast. And so we wanted to tap into that energy. And we had a great opportunity to hire a phenomenal coach in Melissa Rausch, and so she's off obviously with a tremendous start. Winning their inaugural game, that was phenomenal.
Dramatic fashion.
In dramatic fashion too, right at the end, man. 15-14, I think it was. And then they hit the road this weekend for their first set of away games, and so they're hitting a lot of firsts. It's pretty fun to watch them. And our student athletes on the team, man, they're phenomenal.
Yep, they are phenomenal. We had the chance to be a part of their media day.
Yeah.
We gave them some access. So beautiful team to be a part of. Melissa Rausch, fashionable head coach, top tier, great personality.
She's got that great hat, man.
Yeah, she does. She does. She keep the hats. But like you mentioned, former athletic director Gerald Harrison, you guys work together and moving from the OVC to the ASUN. What led to that departure, and how hard was it to leave a lot of that history on the table from Austin Peay going to a new conference?
Yeah, so it's always a little bit of a challenge to dealing with the history and the storied rivalries, with Murray and all of that kind of stuff. However, as a university administrator and as a university president, your job is to look to the future of the institution. And we saw a better future for Austin Peay State University in a conference that was going to be more focused in the South and Southeast, more focused on schools that were aggressively growing and getting better at athletics. And so we saw an opportunity here to sort of level up in a couple of different ways by leaving the OVC. And yeah, it decoupled us from some of those rivalries. We still try to schedule Murray as much as possible. Yep. Frankly, most of the time they're a little, reluctant to play us in a couple of sports anyway.
As they should be.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And so I get that. Yeah, it goes on top. But I get the disappointment maybe that some of our fans have in losing some of those rivalries. But in college athletics, man, there's always a new rival around the corner, and we've got a good one now with North Alabama and things like that. So we'll be all right.
It is pretty interesting. I love the ASUN, being part of the women's team. I get to travel to Florida a lot. I feel like I'm in Florida every other week at this point. So I appreciate the ASUN because OVC was really all bus trips for the most part. So it's good to see that our athletes can go to different parts of the world and see different teams and tougher teams. But joining the ASUN, you guys end up, you and former AD Gerald Harrison brought the F&M Bank Arena.
Yep.
What was that process like? How long has that deal been in the works, and how have you seen the arena generate, a sense of like purpose for the Austin Peay students?
Sure. Yeah, so the arena project was actually in the works before I arrived. That deal was hammered out by Gerald and the previous president to me, Elisa White. And so I can't take credit for the groundwork that was laid for the arena, and it was part way under construction when we started here. My wife and I started here in 21. So I don't get any credit for that portion of it. What's come after our move into the arena, bringing a phenomenal coach and great basketball program both on the men's and women's side. It was really important to us to make sure that we were firing on all cylinders, as we had our inaugural season in there, and of course, we had a great women's season that first year, and a phenomenal men's season. We were runners up in the tournament championship game there. And so we opened it with a bang, and it's given us a lot of great opportunities to show off, right? We have the best facility in the conference for sure, hands down. And then the side sheet, we talked about Govs hockey already. It allows us to really cement our relationship with downtown Clarksville, and that was very important to me because I want us to be engaged, involved in downtown. I want folks from Clarksville to feel comfortable and confident and love coming to campus, and now they can pretty easily.
Okay, before we move on, I want to talk about Gerald Harrison just for a quick second. Were you aware that he was planning to leave before the rest of the community, or were you as shocked just as much as we were? Because the group chats were buzzing when we all found out.
Yeah, no. So Gerald and I, we still have, because I was speaking with him last night, actually. Very a frank and transparent set of relationships. And so part of my job actually as the president is to help the team that I have reach whatever career goals they have. And so, one of the very early conversations I had with Gerald when I started here was, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And he said, I eventually want to be a Power 5 AD. And so he said, okay, I need you for a while here, so you can't go now, but at some point it'll be the right time for you. And at that point got to be this past summer, late summer. And so, I knew he was interviewing over at Marshall. I was very supportive of that because I knew he needed to take another step. So, I had a great conversation with their president when he was interviewing Gerald and everything like that. So I was very supportive of him. He's my friend, so I'm sad to see him go in that regard, but I was happy that he was able to take another step in his career.
Yes, and then the football team is scheduled to play Marshall in the upcoming year, so nice to see that networking.
Yeah, and so, Jordan Harmon, the new AD now, was able to work with Gerald. Of course, it was easy because, they're friends and know each other. To strike that deal, so it's kind of a cool way to tie us back.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way. And like you mentioned, Jordan Harmon, introduced him as the 15th Director of Athletics for Austin Peay. He started off as the interim. What was that process like quickly? And then what led to the decision finally being Jordan?
Yeah, so put Jordan in as the interim AD because we needed somebody to take care of business in the fall while we were going to do a search, and obviously he did a phenomenal job as the interim this past fall, and then throughout the search process, part of the reason I told him that, and we had great conversations all the way through, was that look. I'm not going to hand you a job. You need to earn it. And he wanted to earn the job. He didn't want to be handed anything. In his credit, he took it very seriously. The search committee took it very seriously. Jordan went up against national competition. The pool was very good in terms of other applicants. And he earned the job. And so it was, at the end, a very easy decision for me to hire him as the permanent AD. Because he did a really great job. He was a great candidate, and he earned it.
Is that a lot of pressure on you? You having to choose
absolutely.
somebody like that?
Hiring is one of the most important set of decisions I'll make, for the university because, bringing in somebody into the senior leadership team, that's very impactful for the university, right? So, and I've hired Jordan. I had a new provost. I hired our vice president for finance and administration. Our chief of strategic communications, goodness, I mean,
a number of people.
And our student affairs VP. So yeah, and so you got to get those decisions right.
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
A lot of stress.
But you so far so good.
So far so good.
So far so good. But Dr. President Lacari, before we get out of here, got some quick hitters. I like to do. I don't know if you like. Family Feud, but they got a fast money round.
Oh, man, I haven't watched Family Feud in a long time.
Okay, but I got just 3 quick hitters, right?
Right.
So when I ask the question, first response that come to your head, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
So this question, this first one's kind of hefty just to get you in the flow of everything. So, all right, if you could be a part of any championship team in the history of collegiate or professional sports, any sport, what team would it be and why?
Oh, man. All right, so I'm going to shift from college athletics and go professional football. I'm a long-suffering Minnesota Vikings fan. They need to win a Super Bowl, man. They just do. They just do.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So the next one is, what is your favorite Austin Peay game that you have attended home or away?
Oh, goodness. That's tough. That's a really tough question. Okay, I'm going to say us beating Central Arkansas for the UAC championship in football. That was a fun game.
Yep. We got a defensive back over
Yeah,
there.
there we go.
Isaiah Norman got that championship ring. And this last one, everyone wanted me to ask this, all the OGs who attended before everything turned modern, turned new. Do you think there will ever be another basketball game in the Dunn Center?
Yeah, probably. I think there'll probably be like a throwback kind of retro thing. I'll give you a sneak peek. We're trying to think of a way to hold a basketball game in the Red Barn as part of our centennial coming up. So my guess is that some future president and AD will say, "Man, we gotta do a throwback game in the Dunn."
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you for coming.
Yep.
We appreciate you for coming.
Thanks for having me. This has been fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Next time we'll see you, maybe Saturday this weekend, I think. Somebody has a game.
We have baseball.
Yep.
Home series starts tomorrow afternoon, 2:00.
So we will see.
We'll see you at the Hand.
Yes, sir. Oh, I won't be there.
All right.
Unfortunately, I got more. I can't stop ripping and running at this point in my life.
All right. Well, I'll be at the Hand.
But I see you the next home game for lacrosse. I will most
there we
definitely
go.
be there.
All right.
So thank you once again. We have to sign out the only way we know how. So on 3, we're gonna go. Let's go Peay.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go Peay.